Welcome. I'm glad you could join me for another show in our series Honeybees and Beekeeping, a year in the life of an apiary. I'm Dr. Keith Delaplane, Extension Entomologist and Honeybee Specialist at the University of Georgia. We've had it pretty easy for the last few weeks while the bees have been working hard. You'll remember that they did not make a surplus honey crop off the early tulip poplar bloom because they used that nectar to build up their populations. If they had been stronger before that bloom, we may have gotten a crop off it. However, we had a second chance. We moved the hives into the mountains of North Georgia in time for the sourwood bloom, and I'm happy to report it was a success. Thanks to good weather, good bloom, and industrious bees, we have a big honey crop waiting for us in the mountains. In this show, you'll see how to harvest and process honey, nature's most delicious sweet. When it comes to flavor, freshness, and purity, we cannot improve upon honey in its natural state, in the comb. But nowadays, most people prefer liquid honey, so a little processing is necessary. But remember, as we process honey, we must conserve as much as possible the perfect condition in which bees left it. This is what it's all about. This is the day we reap the rewards of beekeeping, the fruit of our labors. And, of course, the bees' labors too. Today we begin the process of harvesting honey, the golden nectar. We'll be removing honey supers that are full and capped. That is, those at the bottom of the stack that we put on first. When you first crack the lid of the hive, the smell of honey fills the air. With experience, you'll be able to distinguish the type of honey by its distinctive aroma. Sourwood. That's great. The honey cells are capped with new white wax which the workers secrete. Take only the honey that is mostly capped. Otherwise, you risk the chance of having your honey ferment because of excessive water content. You see, after the bees have deposited the nectar in the cells, they fan air over it to evaporate out the excess moisture. Only when the nectar is at the 18% moisture level of ripe honey will the bees cap the cells. To harvest the honey, first we have to remove the bees from the supers. Personally, I like to use bee repellent and a fume board. Sprinkle some repellent on the fume board. Then, remove the hive lid and put the fume board in its place. The repellent drives the bees down into the lower supers. After about 5 minutes, the super is cleared of most bees and can be removed. This is heavy. It must weigh 30 or 40 pounds. When bees smell honey, they may begin a feeding frenzy and may even start robbing neighboring colonies. We need to cover the supers to reduce the chances that they will go for the exposed honey. Keep the honey supers in a clean, warm, and dry location until you can process the honey. Because it will absorb moisture from the air, it is important to extract the honey as soon as possible to maintain the quality of your harvest. Moisture content is one of the most important factors influencing the quality of your honey. Honey with high moisture is thin and unappealing and has a high risk of fermentation. To thicken it, we're going to dehydrate the honey while it is still in the comb. That's the easiest time to do it, and even though most of the honey was capped, its quality can still be improved by dehydration. We've moved the honey supers into a clean, dry utility room that can be closed off. We've stacked the supers on empty hive bodies in a staggered fashion to allow airflow between each frame. A dehumidifier is drawing out the moisture as a fan circulates the warm, dry air over the honey. If we keep the combs warm before extracting, the honey flows easier and harvesting is much more efficient. The longest you'll want to dehydrate the honey is 1 week. The shortest is 2 days. You'll have to use your best judgment to determine how long to dehydrate your honey, but this only comes with experience.